I, I, I just don't know anymore. You know, I thought I was gonna have this fun video poking fun at Xbox for some stupid things they said. Huh. But I've spent all day kind of going through the leaks, not reading the full thing, but seeing what's on the internet. People who get paid for this can do it. And it's strange. It's very strange. I know a lot of YouTube has kind of died down on this, but there's a few odd ends that what are they thinking? What are they thinking? So I'm going to throw up one of their slides for you to look at right now. Remember this slide, because I'm going to come back to it. Because I'm going to start with what I thought was going to be a very silly video about how Phil Spencer would be so happy to buy Nintendo and apparently Valve. I was going to be like RGTA 5, where it's like, you remember when Microsoft tried to buy Nintendo and you got laughed out of the building? That you must be crazy to think that they're going to do it now? That they're all going to just abandon ship and, you know, a Western company is going to take over Nintendo? Like, it's going to make a lot of jokes. A lot of jokes, because that is just so fundamentally stupid. And I know the way he phrased it, and the email said random thought, and, you know, it'd be like this big career move for him. And it's just like, it kind of a pipe dream. Even he knew, saying it out loud, kind of like, Nintendo? Yeah. Who wouldn't want to buy Nintendo? Everyone would want to buy Nintendo. And then it throws out there that they want to buy Valve too. And it's like, Valve, according to everybody, is printing money. But if it's any company, it would be Microsoft that does it, $1 trillion company. They're the ones that would actually have the money to do it. So it's not beyond them. It would actually probably cost them, you know, about 30 billion more than what they paid for Activision Blizzard. So it was going to make a lot of jokes, because Valve has no interest in selling. Nintendo has no interest in selling. They even said that they might brand the Xbox as Sega in Japan. They were going to try to buy Sega, and that way it would be more popular in Japan, which, brilliant idea, yes, but so many jokes for it, so many. Like, really? Sega got out of the console business, and you want to go right back into it? And it was just really going to be this sarcastic, sardonic, whatever you want to call it, just kind of jerk move. But we go back to that slide of what they expect the future of Xbox is going to be, and it has been exactly what every adult in the room says it's going to be. They're looking at Game Pass, and Game Pass needs to hit certain levels by a certain amount of time, and this is weird. I know Rich from Review Tech talked about this a little bit, but their reaction to their projections, and this is not coming, this slide specifically, from Phil Spencer, head of Xbox. This is coming from, you know, their hardware team, and how they expect they will gain, you know, the #1 spot in gaming. And we've seen part of it. We've seen that they are willing to spend the money to buy various development studios, but they're really banking on cloud streaming, which gives a lot of validity to the CMA right now. And if you notice, their main product is console and Game Pass on the console. It makes absolute sense because, you know, honestly, I know I have been known to play games on the PC. I know a lot of people that I grew up with play games on PC, but that was like an active choice when I was growing up. You don't see a lot of the younger generations getting into PC building. I know someone's going to be like, well, my kid does it. I'm young, I do. No, it's just, computers are just not as big as they used to be, because everything that you would do on a physical desktop PC that's running the, you know, monitors behind me a lot of people either do on their phones, they do on consoles, they do on tablets, they just do it someplace else. They do it on laptops, and we all know that sucks for gaming, is laptops. So Xbox is still console first. What they do want to grow is the other two markets, the PC first gamers. And that is where that's where Valve would come in. That's legitimately where Valve would come in, because I know the game stores have been splintered, but they're being reduced quickly. And you see a lot of game stores just being shed. You know, companies don't want to host it on their servers. EA has moved over to a lot of Xbox stuff, and that's what Phil Spencer wants. It wants to be that store. So, like, yes, you could buy Game Pass, but you know, once you have Game Pass, maybe you want to buy the game, and then you physically buy it from Microsoft, and that's how they're going to make their money. And they would want to, you know, as good business sense, fold Valve's infrastructure already into it, which would then also give them a handhold with the Steam Deck. That would solve a lot of problems for them. You know, they wouldn't have to design their own handheld. Like, I can definitely see this big picture business brain here. Like, well, if we could just get Valve, get them offer, even though it's a privately owned company and they haven't really made any moves to truly make money that they could, that, you know, if we just acquire that company, then we have the infrastructure for downloads, we can fold it into our Game Pass system, our Xbox system, and then we have all those users already that are pretty much tied. I know I have a bunch of games on, you know, Steam that I pretty much only own them there. And so I'm stuck if I want to play those games. And then, of course, yes, the handheld situation, because as the next part of it is, the blue part of this is the cloud gaming first. And if you remember from yesterday's video, I kind of screwed that up because I was just so giddy with excitement that they're looking into handheld, because I love handheld gaming. You know, it's, you know, the handheld that's greater than $99. I think I said less, but whatever. Well, if they already have that there and it's already got a user base and they don't Microsoft it up, you know, that would be a huge win for them. And so that makes perfect sense. And the Nintendo makes perfect sense. Like I said, everyone wants to buy Nintendo. Nintendo has been the leader in handheld gaming for a long time. They have all this amazing IP that if they can just bring it in, like if they get Mario, oh, then Japanese market's theirs. It's just theirs. Like if you get Nintendo, you get Japan. So understood, but that would be a huge bidding war. I doubt that, you know, at this point, after the Activision Blizzard and the FTC saying, oh, we're going to buy Nintendo or Valve, that would be pretty much a monopoly. It really would. And so I don't see that. But the reason behind it, what's so big about this graph, is they need that yellow and blue to grow. And I'm sorry if it's not actually yellow. I am colorblind, because I'm going to read this quote. And it's crazy. It's from Phil Spencer, because they expect, when asked, they expect it to be fiscal year 2029 where the growth is, but it's supposed to be much sooner. So here's Phil Spencer. I do not believe that there is what the future of Xbox business would look like. This is a presentation from our devices organization, so not him, to the gaming leadership team. So this is the view from the team that is chartered with building our hardware and what the future business would look like. I can fairly safely say that if we do not make more progress than this off console, we would exit the gaming business. So take that in. If they do not raise these other two sectors, you know, raise the other two legs of the tripod, they would leave gaming. Who does that? Like, who does? Like, they already have, like, pretty much, for the most part, a stranglehold on streaming gaming. It's just they don't have the gamers yet to use those features. But this idea, like, you know, we're out, gone. And you know, people have wondered online, like, why would you do that? Like, Sony wouldn't do that, Nintendo wouldn't do that. Microsoft would. Microsoft, I think only Google beats Microsoft in killing products. And I'm surprised they haven't killed their Surface line of phones. I'm surprised they haven't killed their Surface line of, just actual computers, laptops. Yeah, even though Xbox is pretty amazing. If it doesn't reach a certain point in the $1 trillion company, if it doesn't reach the subscriptions that, say Office might reach comparatively in the gaming sector, yep, gone, bye. Then what's the point of having all these digital Xboxes? Like, what, this just throws everything off. Like, you're just going to get rid of it? Like, this isn't the Stadia, which was a low-cost investment. This is a multi-generational investment by people. And Phil Spencer's just like, yep, if we don't reach these marks, we're out. And so let's talk about those marks. A majority of our customers are found off of our own hardware. I would hope that by earlier than 2030. So when you asked me if I agreed with this chart that the light green and blue, like I said, I see yellow. Depending on what colors you see, there would have to be, okay, depending on what color, thanks Phil Spencer, have to be much larger, much earlier. I would say by fiscal year 26, 27. We should be in that position, or we have to make a different decision with the business. So that's not too far away. 4 years to dominate a whole two sectors of the gaming business. They're not even winning. They gave up on consoles for the most part. They're all in on Game Pass, and I'm looking at this here. I know I'm going to keep flashing it, so. Cloud first gamers, we just, under that, smart TV, streaming stick apps, low-end PCs, limited mobile only. We really don't have that in the market yet. We just don't have it in the market yet. They've tried little things here and there, but yeah, we don't have it. We just don't have it in the market yet. I don't know what to say. Like, how do you expect to grow if there's literally not product to buy? PC first gamers. Gaming PCs on Game Pass for PC. What do you... Again, yeah, you're late to the game. You're just late to the game. You've tried gaming before, but you tried it like the simple ways. And the games that you did have, like Solitaire. I don't know if you've played Solitaire in a while, but it's ad-ridden if you don't have Game Pass. Minesweeper is ad-ridden if you don't have Game Pass. Like, I don't know. It doesn't seem like they're really promoting PC Game Pass right now. It just doesn't. Like, everything's focused on Ultimate. So, like, if you are PC Master Race and you don't give a shit about consoles, why would you buy it? Like, why would you buy it if your whole game library is already on Steam? I don't know. And just to say, hey, if we don't make some these big changes within the next 4 years at most, we're out. How does that give any gamer confidence? How does that give investors confidence? Like, this is a big market for Microsoft. This is actually like their most, when it comes to opinion-wise, this is their most popular market, because I know Microsoft has, all the Office suites. They have Windows, which is on practically every machine in the world. And don't give me some bull that, Apple does. No, Apple does not have the same market share as Windows. Linux might have more, random machines like the Wawa, touchscreen, but it's Windows. It's Windows throughout the years. They can't fully update their operating system because a bunch of infrastructure around the world is still on Windows 3.1. It's Windows. So I know this might be shortchanged to the bigwigs at Microsoft, but Xbox really did change things for the gaming industry. And just to throw it out there, we'll just have to leave. Well, who picks up the pieces? Who buys the developers? Like, what happens then? So, I was hoping this would be just a silly video. It turned into like a serious economic conversation, so I apologize if you were looking for, he's gonna make fun of them. No, I don't know what the hell they're doing. I really don't. I understand the whole business principles behind it, but what the shit, Microsoft? What the hell, Phil Spencer? So, if you think you have an idea, leave it in the comments. Hit the like button if you like this video. Hit the dislike button if you dislike it. Hit that subscribe button if you just want to, either you like this video and you want to give me like, yay, praise and help me reach 1,000. If you just want to come back and be like, you a moron, you fat bastard. I was going to say something else. Hit that subscribe button too so you get those notifications that, hey, he's made another dumb video. But other than that, you've made it to the end. You're an amazingly beautiful person. We love you over here. Keep it up. Have a good night. Bye.